The year is fading. The deep, heavy chill of autumn has settled over the vast, untamed forests of the northern frontier. You are safe. You are warm. But tonight, we journey back across the centuries to a time of iron and leather and the quiet camaraderie of men holding the line at the edge of the known world. Close your eyes. Let the weight of the day slip from your shoulders, just as the heavy iron armor is lifted from the weary backs of the legionaries. Deep in the heart of the ancient woods, the Ninth Legion has made its camp. The wooden palisades stand tall, sturdy against the wind that howls through the ancient towering pines. Inside the walls, the camp is a grid of order amidst the wild chaos of nature. Rows upon rows of leather tents, slick with the evening rain, glow with the soft amber light of 100 small campfires. Listen to the rain. It falls in a steady, hypnotic rhythm against the heavy canvas of the tents. A relentless, soothing drumming that drowns out the worries of the world. Beside you, the campfire crackles. A thick log of oak splits with a soft pop, sending a tiny cascade of orange sparks up into the damp night air. The warmth radiates against your skin, a comforting blanket pushing back the cold of the northern night. The men around you are quiet. Some are sharpening their blades, the slow, rhythmic sound of whetstone against steel acting as a lullaby. Others are mending leather straps, or simply staring into the dancing flames, lost in memories of olive groves and sun-drenched hills, far, far to the south. Breathe in deeply. The air here is rich. It smells of damp earth, crushed pine needles, wood smoke, and the faint metallic scent of rain-washed iron. As the night deepens, you take your place at the watchtower. The wooden planks beneath your boots are wet and solid. You lean against the damp timber of the palisade, looking out into the endless sea of darkness. The forest breathes. You can hear it in the rustle of the leaves, the swaying of the mighty trunks, the distant, mournful cry of a lone owl. The world out there is wild and untamed, but here, behind the walls, there is only order and rest and the quiet breathing of 1,000 sleeping men. You trace the rim of your shield with your fingertips. The leather is smooth, worn familiar by months of travel. The bronze boss in the center is cold to the touch. It is a symbol of protection, a heavy grounding weight that reminds you of your strength. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the cool wind wash over your face. It carries the scent of distant snow, a whisper from the high mountains. You think of home. You think of the warm Mediterranean sun baking the terracotta roofs, the smell of fresh bread and roasted garlic, the sound of laughter in the crowded forum. The memories are not sharp or painful, but soft and golden, like the embers of the fire below. They warm you from the inside out, a gentle comfort against the northern chill. The hours blend together, measured only by the shifting constellations hidden behind the thick layer of clouds. The rain continues its steady, comforting descent. It washes away the dust of the march, the sweat of the labor, the lingering thoughts of tomorrow. There is only this moment. The dark, the rain, the wood, the iron. You are a sentinel of peace in a sleeping world. The darkness begins to soften. The bruised purple of the night sky slowly gives way to a deep, oceanic gray. Dawn does not break here. It slowly bleeds into the forest, revealing the silhouettes of the towering pines like ancient silent giants standing guard. The camp begins to stir beneath you. There are no loud horns this morning. No shouting commanders. Only the soft, methodical sounds of an army preparing to move. The march begins. The column of men stretches out like a long, segmented serpent, winding its way through the mist-shrouded forest path. Listen to the rhythm of the march. The synchronized heavy thud of thousands of leather-bound sandals sinking into the soft, wet earth. It is a slow, unhurried heartbeat. The collective pulse of 1,000 souls moving as one. With every step, there is the gentle, musical clinking of metal. The small brass rings of the armor shifting against each other. The wooden shields bumping softly against leather graves. It is a symphony of marching men, a continuous rolling wave of sound that sweeps through the trees and fades into the mist. The forest around them is impossibly tall. The trunks of the trees are thick, covered in dark, velvety moss that absorbs the sound. The canopy above is a ceiling of deep green and gray, filtering the daylight into a soft twilight gloom. The mist clings to the ground, swirling around the ankles of the marching soldiers, cold and refreshing. You are walking among them. You feel the steady, hypnotic sway of the march. Left, right, moving forward, ever forward, leaving the past behind. The air is thick with the scent of crushed ferns and damp bark. The rhythm of the march becomes a trance. Your mind empties. There is no past. There is no future. There is only the path ahead, the mist, and the steady grounding presence of the men marching beside you. Suddenly a hand is raised at the front of the column. The signal passes back through the ranks like a ripple on a quiet pond. The rhythm of the boots stops. The clinking of the armor settles. A profound, heavy silence descends upon the forest. The scouts have returned. They emerge from the gray mist like ghosts, moving without a sound over the damp leaves. They speak in hushed, low tones to the centurion. There is movement in the trees ahead, shadows shifting in the deep fog. The enemy is near, but there is no panic. There is no fear. Only absolute, unwavering focus. This is what they have trained for. The legionaries smoothly, silently slide their shields from their shoulders. The wood and leather creak softly. They step into formation, shoulder to shoulder, shield to shield. A solid, unbreakable wall of bronze and iron. You stand within the rank. The air is thick with anticipation, electric but controlled. You feel the solid weight of the shield against your arm, grounding you. You feel the warmth of the soldier to your left, the steady breathing of the soldier to your right. You are part of something vast, something immovable. You watch the mist, waiting. The heartbeat of the man next to you matches your own. Slow, steady, calm. Minutes pass like hours. The fog swirls. The shadows dance. And then, a distant, low horn echoes through the valley. It is mournful, drawn out, fading into the clouds. It is not a call to attack. It is a signal of retreat. The shadows in the mist slowly dissolve. The unseen presence fades away. The enemy has chosen not to fight today. The tension in the air evaporates, carried away by the gentle northern wind. A long collective sigh ripples through the formation. The shields are lowered. The leather and wood relax. With the threat gone, the heavens open up once more. A great, cleansing rain begins to fall. It starts as large, heavy drops that slap against the broad oak leaves. Then it becomes a steady, torrential downpour. The sound is magnificent. A deep, rushing roar of water covering the entire forest, washing away the tension, washing away the exhaustion. The commander gives the order to fall back to the encampment. The march begins again, but the pace is slower now. Relaxed. The men are relieved. The heavy rain patters against their iron helmets, a rhythmic, metallic tapping that sounds like 1,000 tiny hammers singing a lullaby. You let the rain wash over you. It is cool and purifying. The mud below is soft and yielding. Every step takes you closer to rest, closer to safety. The dark forest, once mysterious, now feels protective, wrapping you in its deep, shadowy embrace. The clinking of the armor is softer now, muffled by the heavy rain. The world has shrunk down to just the sound of the water, the path ahead, and the steady rocking motion of your own body moving forward. You have returned. The heavy wooden gates of the fort close behind you with a solid, echoing thud, shutting out the wild world. You are back in your tent. Your armor is off, lying in a quiet heap in the corner. You are wrapped in thick, dry wool. In the center of the tent, a small brazier glows with red-hot coals. It radiates a deep, penetrating heat that soothes your tired muscles. The rain is still falling outside, beating against the heavy leather roof, but it cannot reach you here. You lie down on your cot. It is soft. It is supportive. The sounds of the camp are fading. The distant murmur of voices dropping to whispers. The final embers of the fires popping in the dark. Your breathing is slow, heavy, matching the rhythm of the falling rain. There are no battles to fight tonight. There are no marches to make. The watch has been taken by others. Your duty is done. Sink into the warmth. Let the darkness comfort you. You are safe. You are at peace. Sleep now. Let the gentle rain carry you away into the deep, quiet night.